It's past 7:30. Good morning. It's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing, and it is Facebook Live. And Alice is with me.
Good morning, everyone.
So it's Saturday.
It is.
And we're going to, you have a big day ahead of you. Big day.
Yes.
So Alice is here, and she is going to be first doing our sewing machine demystified class.
6 people today.
I know. It's incredible.
Amazing. They want to learn to sew.
Well, and it's Saturday.
It is.
And so we don't offer those as often as I'd like on a Saturday, but that's, I think, the reason why you got so many signups. So it is going to be really fun. We've got a bunch of new sewers coming in, and we always do a really good deal for them to purchase their first sewing machine if they haven't done that. So if you've got someone in your world that is thinking they might want to learn how to sew, this is a great way to introduce them to it. And what's nice about this is they don't have to have a sewing machine.
Yes.
The idea behind our beginning sewing class is that you get to try it out, see what you think before you make that big purchase.
Exactly.
And this class is only $40, so it's really nice. Okay, so this is Facebook Live, and Alice doesn't generally join us, but look what I brought for a really super duper nice giveaway.
It is.
So we've got this little group of fabrics. I think that they are probably 10-inch squares is what I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, because that's about 5
Yeah,
inches. So
they're
10-inch squares.
I think they are.
1, 2,
And
3,
it doesn't
4.
matter. There's a cute little group of fabrics. But the really nice part of the giveaway is this. You are going to get an apron pattern and 2 yards of fabric. And this is going to go to the person who, right now, as you're watching, if you will please share our video.
You mean like what Sandra and Kathy have just done?
They're so awesome.
Good morning, ladies.
And then what you're going to do is in the comments, note that you shared, because Facebook doesn't always let us see what you're doing, which is perfectly fine. You know, I don't want everybody to know everything I've shared in the universe, so that's probably okay. But we would like to know so we can enter you in a drawing. And in that drawing, we put everybody who shared in it, but you have to do this inside of 24 hours. And once you do that, you can win. But why did I pick an apron? Because what's happening on Monday?
An apron class.
Yes.
An apron class. That's an easy pattern to sew. If you have something you want to fussy cut and show off,
it's a really great, and it's very size. You can go pretty big or pretty small on that apron. So that's a really nice one. But what I brought is, if you were thinking that maybe you would like an apron and you never get around to that kind of thing, because we do this. We buy the pattern, we go and buy the fabric, and then we never do it because, well, we just would rather do it with some buddies.
Yes.
So come for a class. This is Monday at 5. We are doing the crisscross apron pattern. By the way, you get the pattern with the class. This only requires 2 yards of fabric. Right. Super easy. And you're going to teach that too.
Yes, it's a wonderful beginning sewing class. You learn about pockets and curves and clipping and notching, and it's reversible.
So if somebody has never sewn an item of clothing, is this a good thing for them to do?
Very much so. Absolutely.
So if you've been thinking about getting into clothes, you haven't quite done it yet, this is a great gateway drug. So this is a good gateway drug. Once you make one of these and you realize how simple it is, then the next thing maybe you'll be off and doing is something like what I'm wearing today.
Yes.
I made my jacket, and we do a lot of clothes here, but we also do a lot of quilting. So today I've got all of these things sitting here. But I wanted to make sure that we talk about some of these classes coming up, because we need you to sign up for them if you were going to keep running them. But the reason we're running the apron class on Monday is because your beginner class, if some people from that want to go right into this
learning,
this is going to be a great thing for them to sign up for. We've also got, I'm trying to think of any of the other beginner classes. So are there, I thought there was one more beginner class this month. Am I wrong? Did we already?
Well, there's hemming.
Hemming. Ah, that's what it was.
You want to just learn to hem your pants. They're too long. You've got to make them shorter.
Well,
Hemming
and
is beginning.
so often that happens even for taller people because it's crazy how long they make things sometimes.
And the beginning sewing infinity scarf.
Oh,
Denise
that's
is
right.
sewing that.
That's super cute. That is a really nice. Yesterday I was wearing kind of an infinity scarf. And so it's just one of those great, super simple projects, perfect for the beginner. Again, another thing to introduce you to a little bit of garment sewing.
Oh, absolutely.
So we've got those. Now there's a whole bunch of other things that we've got coming up because today we said 12:30, but it's probably going to be more like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll get started.
We're going to get started with our trunk show for quilted clothing.
Yes.
So what classes, why did we decide to do that, Alice?
Because the quilted jackets are trending. They really are trending. Excuse me. I'm seeing them just shopping out and about on the college campus. It's really popular right now.
It's super
Even
cute.
one of our new employees walked in with a quilted hoodie. It was so cute. And she says it's just so comfy. But you can use a pre-loved quilt or you can piece things. And we have examples of everything. It's quilting, but it's in a garment.
Okay, and so what we're doing to help you get started on that, obviously the inspiration is the trunk show, which is going to be, it's going to be out the rest of the day today after 1 o'clock. Come in and see it. You don't have to be here a specific time. We were trying to get an idea of how many people are coming. We've got a little bit of an idea, but we've also told people just come in and see us. But then after that, we have got some really cool classes related to quilted jackets.
So it's planning for it. You know, are you making it from a quilt block? That requires some different planning. Are you making it from a pre-loved quilt? Say I wanted to make that a jacket out of that lovely Lori Star quilt right there.
Lori Holt.
Lori Holt. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would get
you got the
barbecued if I
stars
did it.
and the Loris.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, anyway, you know, that requires some different planning. So we have some planning classes on it. And we set them up as a modular series because not everybody needs everything. Maybe you just need some planning help. You know how to quilt. You know how to sew. You've just never done it in a garment before. So even like the Scrap 8 quilt class, that's for that Lori Holt quilt right there. Okay, come learn how to use some rulers. Fitting is huge.
Fitting is the big thing, and most there, you know, a lot of people, maybe they're comfortable with the planning, maybe they're but maybe they did go to the planning, but maybe where they're at right now is we're going to give you a lot of ideas for what patterns to use, but if you just go by the measurements of a pattern, a lot of times they're not going to fit right.
Yeah.
So we're doing a fitting class specifically for the quilted jackets. So this is really cool. So what you're going to do is just take muslin fabric. You're going to make the front, the back, and the sleeves. That's all you have to do. And then we're going to put it on you. We're going to take a look at it. And we're, you know, between Alice and I, we've got so much experience doing this. We can figure out, okay, is this going to work once you quilt it? So when the planning part, one of the things that we might discuss is like what battings to use. And we've got examples here of 3 different kinds of batting that I'm aware of. So this is going to be great for you to see how things hang, what they do, what's good, what's not. So this is a wonderful way to get into quilted jackets.
And then by the end of May, the series is done by the end of May. I know it's hot and we won't be wearing quilted jackets, but you'll have it for next fall then.
Yes.
Maybe, who knows, this weather we might need it.
You know, it's been so cold.
But construction of it, there's some techniques that you might want to think about. It might be a little different than a quilt. But so it's a whole series. We did it that way instead of just one huge workshop and nobody finishes anything and nobody's happy. Let's meet the customer where they need and have these series of classes.
Right. And then we can even maybe after May is maybe even do a you know, I hadn't really thought about this until this minute because I do that.
Sure.
But maybe what we do is have a couple of sew with Alice, sew with Cheryl,
Right.
sew with Margaret, and people who are in process can come in, ask questions, get some help finishing up that last bits because
repeat it in the fall.
there you go. I love that idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got that ready to go. Alice, you have to get ready for a class.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you have to leave me because this has
is
been
fun, too. Yes.
I know it's always fun to do this.
I see your scrap crazy.
I
block.
brought the books and all the rulers and the quilt because we finished the quilt yesterday.
Yay!
So
Let me go bring you an example of that scrap 6 real quick.
Okay.
Give them a taste of that jacket.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what Alice is talking about is recently we did the scrap 8 class, and this is what you can make. We used one group of layer cakes, a group of the 42 piece and plenty layer cake. We used the Scrap Crazy 8 ruler to make this. And how cute is this? It's basically, here's your blocks right here. And it turned out so pretty, guys. And this was a class we just, we're in the process of doing it right now. But I wanted you to see this because I thought it would be a really great sample for you to see and why you might want to go ahead and use these rulers. Oh my God, Alice, look how pretty it is. So this is that same ruler technique, but you did some other things, obviously. You did some applique on it.
I used the ruler pieces. You saw that, right?
That is gorgeous.
This block just made into a pinwheel. This is
Oh,
the
that's
little block
so
made into a
cute.
pinwheel.
I love that. And so that was, you used the Crazier 8.
No, the 6.
The 6. Oh, the 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what she used to make this particular jacket. She pieced her blocks out of these gorgeous batiks. Oh my gosh, this is a gorgeous group of fabric. And they are so pretty. Oh, I love it, Alice. It's so beautiful. Now, which jacket pattern did you use?
This is the Yannicka.
The Yannicka
Brand new
jacket.
jacket pattern we have
Okay,
here.
all right. We've got to get that one out so that people can see that. I didn't bring that one over here. But you know what I'm going to do next week, because I want people to come and see what we're doing. Next week, I will bring out all the jackets.
Sure.
We'll do kind of, well, actually, we're probably going to do a little quick Facebook Live at the beginning of this so we can do like all the things on the models, on the all of our dress forms.
I might have it done by then, too.
Oh, cool. That would be awesome. So I'm going to go and do we'll do a video of all those, and we should put the patterns with the jackets. I don't think we've done that yet.
Not yet.
So, but we'll do that.
A couple hours left.
Yeah. So, but you've got class. So, okay. All right. So this idea here, I want you to see how flexible it is. Gorgeous quilt, gorgeous jacket out of it, plenty of things you can do. These rulers are available. We've got all 3 of them right now. There is 3 different books we have. The Crazier 8 playbook. This is using all these rulers so that this particular Crazier 8 ruler set, this is what you use to make this. I think this book is really cool. Then we've got the Scrap Crazy 6, and that uses this ruler. Very beautiful. By the way, I know one of these rulers, we're down to 1. I've already got them on order to get more of them. So we've got those. And so you've got also your Crazy 8 ruler by itself, the Scrap Crazy 8, and that is this one. So very, very beautiful. You can do so many pretty things with it. Oh, I love this back. Look at that orange right there. How neat is that pattern? And even if you're not an orange person, that's a really cool way to do it. So this one's got a couple of table runners in it. It's got these great quilts. Very fun stuff to do with it. So ideas for you guys, because these are so fun. When I saw what folks were doing, we had one of our customers who's taking this class. They went ahead and used Tilda fabric for it instead of the Lori Holt fabric. Well, goodness gracious, it's going to be stunning too. So that's really cool. So we've got some more Riley Blake, Lori Holt kind of stuff for you. I wanted to show you this the binding holder. I think I may have shown this before, but I wanted to make sure that I did. So if I did before, I'm sorry guys. We've got a lot of projects going on here. We have got also this wonderful trim it ruler. It's a 7.5-inch square, and Lori Holt uses this in a lot of her piecing techniques. So I thought that would be good. And on wooden spools, wouldn't you know, there is some great large trim. This is that rickrack trim. And where Lori Holt's been using that, if you haven't seen that, is she will take her binding, and on the binding, she will put this right along the edge so it just pops out, and it's really cute. We've also just gotten in some new ironing board covers. If you were looking for a really reasonably priced ironing board cover, this one is super cute. It is Lori Holt's Happy Place ironing board cover for only $26.36. And Dave, it's the same fabric. It's on the outside. It's so pretty. So there's that. We just got in the Americana line. We have it as a layer cake. We've got in here, we've already started putting together bundles for you guys of fat quarters. So we're going to have all the different colorways. There's like 10 different ones. We haven't got them all entered in the system yet, but that will be soon. Already made up, we have Summer Picnic. So Summer Picnic is ready to go, and it is available for you. Then what we have is the Americana flag. That's this pattern right here. We have that as a kit also. We also have the quilt seed patterns, which these are so much fun. These end up being a square. Oh, you can kind of see the idea with the trim right here. So we have these 4 Americana stars in what's called quilt seeds. You make each one of these individual blocks. They end up finishing up at 28 by 28. You can put all 4 of them together, add some borders, and you have a quilt, guys. This is really fun, and they are beautiful. So we have that. We also have, Lori Holt is going to be doing a sew along using the Americana fabric in May. It's going to start. That's totally free, but you've got to have all the fabrics for it, and you have to have that information. So what you do is, if you're interested in a sew along, maybe you're a pretty new quilter, a sew along is a really great way for you to be able to go ahead and get all of, a variety of different quilt blocks to test out and try out. The fabric, since we've already put it together for you, is a kit. It doesn't have the instructions, because the instructions are for each block as she goes along with the sew along. She will release it. Those are free. You don't have to pay for those. So the only thing you're paying for is the fabric kit. And the fabric kit's pretty big. I thought I brought it out here, but I managed to leave it behind. So if you put into our search engine on universityofsewing.com, Lori Holt, that kit will come up. And it's for the sew along. So that is going to be all Americana line 2. Okay, maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you want to do something on your own, and you are thinking that you like the red, white, and blue theme. How about this really great pattern? And this is Miss Americana, excuse me. I love this. I think it's a super cute quilt. Very, very nicely done with the flags. Very pretty. And then we have All American from Prairie Quilting. Very adorable. This one is a great red, white, and blue quilt. It has some star-like features, and the colors are gorgeous. So those are some great things to do. Maybe you have noticed that I am wearing my jacket. Now, this is out of one of our fabrics, and it's called the Jungle Pattern. It's on our Stof Knits. is where you're going to find this. And this particular jacket is the Easy 3Z jacket from CNT Patterns. And that particular pattern right here is what I use. Now, what's really great about this pattern is you can do this as a woven or as a knit. So you can use a variety of different fabrics. And I chose to use the knits to do this. And I brought out 3 of them that I thought could work like this. Now, I'm just going to tell you the lovely leopard print that I am wearing, there's only enough for 1 jacket. So if you like this and you have been debating, what's really great about this fabric is it's 95% cotton, 5% lycra. It's super comfortable. It's not hot. It's a great little cover up when you need one, and you can go ahead and, as I said, make it very dramatic in doing something like this. Well, we have some other fabrics that will also work that way. We have this wonderful one that has these gorgeous tiger lilies on it, and I'm going to pull that out. So this one would also work really well for that Easy 3Z jacket. So the Easy 3Z jacket typically is going to take 3 yards of fabric. So if you get the pattern and you want to go ahead and do something with one of these dramatic prints, plan on getting 3 yards. That should do the trick. And then I wanted to show you this one because I think this is stunning. It's got butterflies and peacocks on it. So we're going to show you this one because, again, I think this one will work really well for this kind of dramatic look that I'm trying to hopefully pull off and you guys like it. So here is our beautiful peacock. It's got gorgeous tropical flowers and lovely butterflies across it. It is so fun. And by the way, I did a jacket out of a very similar fabric too. I think we showed that to you guys a couple of months ago because I made 3 of these jackets. I made 2 in a knit and I made 1. They're so easy and they were so much fun to do. So yes, I made several of them. And so with those, I went ahead and did 1 out of a woven and 2 out of knits. So that was really good. I wanted to point out a couple of things before we get too much further. Those of you who just recently did the paper pieced blocks with Denise, she just recently had a class. We have this really pretty book that we just got in called Paper Pieced Quilt Blocks. It is really fun. And I also want to announce to you that we are getting ready to put online a legit kit class. We've got a legit kit. She is a certified teacher. She is going to be doing the class here in July with us. And I am going to be putting that up. The reason I'm putting it up so early is because they have to pre-cut the legit kit class kits. And they have to do it ahead of time. So we need all of you who are interested in paper piecing. You want to do one of these really gorgeous legit kits. We will need that for you to sign up for that class by the end of May. So I want to announce it now. Look for it. It will be on the system pretty soon. If we keep on getting any busier, I'm going to have to hire somebody to put our classes on. It's crazy. And final thing I wanted to tell you about, twisted motion. We are down to 1 pattern. We're down to 1 panel. And this bit of fabric. If you like this panel, you like this pattern, by the way, the panel is right here. The multicolored stripe we are out of, but we do have this gradient, kind of like a green-gray color. We have that one still available that we can replace what was used in that multicolored one. I actually think that that might look prettier. I think that this with the multicolors is a bit overwhelming, and I think it might be prettier. You know, another thing I think that would look really pretty is if you use one of these. If you used one of these instead of the stripes, I think that would be really beautiful. But I'm down to that's it. Those things sold out so fast. I was so surprised by how fast they sold out, but they really did. So if you were interested in this at all, today's your day to get the pattern and the panel at least. And then if you want the similar fabrics for it, you might want to order those right now. That is called Synergy, and I think that you will really enjoy that. I am going to, we've got new kits from Amanda Murphy's, what is that line called, Dave? This is the Cityscapes line. So we've got 2 new patterns for it. One is a serger piecing kit, but you don't have to do it on a serger, guys. You guys are smart. You can do it with your regular sewing machine. It's so pretty. And then we also have, I know I have the other one here. Metro. Metro is really cool. So this is kind of a bigger picture of it. And we've got that kit ready to go, but in the dark colorway. So it'll look like this. Both of those are gorgeous. We've got those kits ready to go for you. Hopefully you will see something here that is really fun and that you will enjoy. CNT patterns, brand new pattern. We are going to have so much stuff for you guys to be able to figure out, do, sew, and learn. And hopefully one of them will be the thing you want to do. We're really happy to hang out here with you on Fridays and Saturdays. And next Friday, we will be back with Facebook Live at 9:30, and we hope to see you then.